what shows you might be interested in based on your favorites. Plus, you get insider access with our newsletter. Membership gives you more. Sign up at voiceamerica.com and click register at the top right.
I wouldn't make it a habit calling me that, then.
Bringing you around the world right from your desktop. VoiceAmerica.com. Here we go.
Hello, everybody. Hello, everybody. Lori Schwarz here, the Tech Cat, broadcasting live on VoiceAmerica.com. We are at the IIEX, the Insight Innovation Exchange Conference, which is the #1 conference on marketing insights in North America. And we are so happy because we've been talking to a ton of thought leaders here and broadcasting it live, of course. And so we are about to jump into a fabulous conversation with an old buddy who I met just hanging out in the halls,
nice to
chatting
see you,
about
Lori.
insights in marketing. And that is Anurag Bist, who is from Monet Network.
From Newport Beach.
From Newport Beach.
From your neck of the woods.
From my neck of the woods. And Monet Networks is a facial recognition solution. And you and I met because I brought you in to talk to brands about what you were doing.
Mm-hmm.
So tell us what you're doing with Monet Networks, because I love this topic. I think facial rec is so exciting.
So actually, we are going beyond facial recognition. So basically what we do is we are a platform to capture human emotions at scale.
Wow.
So facial expression recognition is one of them, but ultimately what we'll do is use voice intonations, what you are saying and what you're not saying. And how we are applying it for brands and content creators is that we enable them to push content out to people in any device of their choice. So imagine people watching short form video on their smartphone, which most of us do today. And if we can tag how they are reacting in real time and deliver an aggregated feedback to the brands on which part of content emoted how with which demography, we can do it very quickly. And that's what we are doing. That's what we are presenting here at IIEX.
Now, so I'm on my phone and I'm engaging in a survey experience or in some content, and the camera on my phone is measuring my facial responses. And that's the same technology right now that's being used on like dating apps and other things like that. That ability to like sort of register my face.
Yeah. So a lot of people are starting to use it. So if you look at maybe 2-3 years back, this was considered a blue sky technology. But facial coding has been around for about 40 years. So it has evolved. But today, with smartphones as well as the power we have in cloud with cloud computing, it's becoming a reality. So any kind of interaction that you're doing online, if you're able to attach your emotional impression to it, and that's what we do. So we are Monet, so we capture impressions, just like the Monet.
Oh, right. That's where the name came from. I like it. I like it. What are you noticing in terms of trends, in terms of the data that you're getting back? Are you seeing any sort of interesting insights that are surprising you?
Yes, so I'll give you an example for what we did for Nissan working with Morepace, which is one of the premier market research firms. So we have been doing few trials with Nissan since last fall. So one of the experiment was where Nissan was releasing a new ad for this new vehicle, Rogue, which is sort of a crossover SUV. So they had 2 animatics which they wanted to test, and our job was to pick the winning ad. So we ran this test in an automotive clinic scenario where they have 300-400 people, and we collected feedback, and within hours we could tell them which ad connected better in an emotional fashion and which audience, and we could go within the ad and tell where were the points of inflection. And one of the key things we observed was towards the end of the ad, males reacted very differently than females.
Wow.
And these kinds of insights.
What
would
was
not
it
come
like?
up.
Was it like a hot girl at the end or something?
No, so this was funnily, this was like husband and wife racing with each other, and the wife won. And so the male emotional response went down.
Oh, funny, of course.
And the female went up.
Right.
And I think so. These are the kind of insights which were not really in focus groups. It's very difficult to pinpoint within the 30 seconds or 1 minute ad. So we can go within. So another example was we were talking to a trailer company in LA. So they say that they spend so much time in one frame. So the trailer gets get started maybe 2 years before the movie is released, and sometimes the trailer companies spend a lot of time in 1 or 2 frames, and when it comes out, the 30-second trailer, when it comes out, whether it's a successful trailer or not, you never know what was the reaction of people within 1 frame.
Right,
So
right.
these guys said, your technology actually makes every frame count. So that was the tagline we took in some of our presentations.
Wow, and in terms of using Monet networks and facial rec in focus group work, do you envision a time when there'll be a room of people sitting in front of cameras reacting to things? Is that
Yes.
kind of how it works right now?
Yeah, so the way it works right now is because in today's world, people are so much on the move, right? So our focus is to make it very convenient to the people so that they take tests wherever they are. So they're standing in an airport line, they have 30 minutes, they have 30 seconds, they can watch a message or a video, and they can get instantly rewarded. So our app integrates like Starbucks rewards and other things. So for 30 seconds of your time, if you're getting a free Frappuccino, you will do it. So that's our initial target.
Right.
But eventually, yes. So if we have a room like this, we have 30 people sitting, we could capture each individual as well.
Wow, and do you also see that eventually there might be a situation where, monitors at home, so that you can be watching how people are watching content, as long as they've opted in?
Yeah, so I think it's already happening. So if you look at what Samsung and LG and some of Sony TVs have been doing, so a few years back there was a backlash because Samsung had this
Right,
kind of
they didn't disclose it, so people were freaked out, which
so-
you have to admit is
Yes,
freaky.
yes. So I think what we are doing in our company is we are sort of creating an open dialogue between the brands and the end consumer.
Right.
So if you have an ability to give your time and your reactions, you know that you're going to get rewarded or you're getting something back. So as long as we make that very clear, and we basically do not abuse people's data, so keep data in an anonymized fashion or destroy it when after the research.
The insights,
research is
right,
done.
yep.
I think that's very important, and that's something that when we started this company, that was sort of one of the forefronts of our mind. That's why our user side app that we are developing, it has a lot of gamification features. So for example, if you watch something, Lori, today, and if you opted in, logged into your social network like Facebook, and you can see like how are